Hey everyone, it's UrPeaceKeeper, and let's kick off live stream number 2, the real live stream number 2. I've got my scream schedule. Wow. You'll have to forgive me if things are a little screwed up today. I woke up about 30 minutes ago. Was not intending to wake up 30 minutes ago. Was intending to wake up at 2, not 5:30. Anyway, what we've got here is my stream schedule. The next live stream will be December 21st, 2017. That should be a Thursday, and hopefully I will be a little bit better prepared for that. I had time for one quick warm-up game before this, and was playing a test ship, so... Anywho's, let's go ahead and let's get back to our live stream. Welcome everyone in chat. I'm glad to see you guys are here. And yes, Mr. Honeycutt, you are the first in chat. The first ship I want to take out is I want to take out my Montana. However, I haven't decided if I'm going to switch away from the secondary build. We'll go see what's in queue for carriers, and then we'll go from there. Oh, there's none of them in queue. Phew. We might be okay. This could be a little dangerous. We'll see. So, okay. Well, ever since we hit 5K subs, it feels like a whole new channel. I'm just kidding. No, it's the same channel. Same bat channel, same bat time. Oh, finally getting a match. Don't see any carriers in the queue, but that doesn't mean we can't get a tier 8 or tier 9 one. So how is everyone? No carriers. Awesome. There is a Conqueror on the other team. And a Hindenburg. We'll deal. This far worse setups than this, that's for sure. Hey guys, welcome. Can you do tier 1 French? I wasn't I want to know if it was worth it. I'm at tier 10 French or tier 1 French? Because if you're already at the tier 8 French cruiser, there's no point in me doing tier 1. Hey, Mr. Sean Johnson, no problem. Thanks for stopping in and checking it out. Ooh, the map is Okinawa. Except for it's not the pretty Okinawa version. I much prefer the other Okinawa where everything's like shades of pinks and reds. So much cooler. This, not so much. I got excused from it. I can watch it in the lobby. Nice. Alright. If you have it, can you use Vampire? I'll actually have to look to see if I even have it. I don't know that I do. Better now playing my second match in this Montana. Yeah, well... Montana's a fantastic ship. I actually really enjoy this ship now that they've fixed the Citadel on it. That was my biggest complaint about this ship for so long. Being as this was my first tier 10, I had a huge amount of battles in it before it got buffed, and it always just felt like a worse Iowa because it had worse maneuverability and worse concealment, and not really that big of an improvement in AA, and there wasn't that many carriers around. Welcome, Ether Master. I know it's like midnight where you're at, so hopefully you can hang out for a little bit and then head on back, get some sleep so you can go to work. Work is important, guys. I don't think I should have to tell anyone that. But at least you're here. You made it for the kickoff. That's the most important part. Hello, Brand. Charles Martel? Ooh, this could get interesting. Mr. Martel, how would you like to visit the bottom of the ocean? All you have to do is turn yourself a little bit. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Get you. Be nice if there were some better targets to shoot at this point. Shouldn't be a picture of the Iowa. I don't know if Joe, if your delay is correct or not, but Might want to check that. Maybe refresh, see what happens. Ooh. Mr. Baguette is retreating. He's a baguette. Yeah, we definitely need to kill this Fletcher off if we can. And like a ninja. You know, a part of me really wishes that Montana had the stealth of some of the Royal Navy battleships. Yeah, I think I would rather you take a paycheck. I mean, I'm happy that you're here, but I think your paycheck is way more important than this live stream is. Just got the Monty, I love it so much. It really is a fantastic ship. I am very pleased with what they've done with it. There are definitely worse examples of battleships, especially even at tier 10. Like, I am not a fan of the Grosser Curve first. I think its play style is extremely difficult to play well. But there are a lot of people who do enjoy it, so who might have fault them? Come on. Gotta get ourselves turned. I really hope that our Minotaur knows what the heck he's doing. Because he is leaping out there. Okay. We're getting focused on too many sides, and this Minotaur is really irritating. Turn me so my guns are inside, dang it. Please kill him, or we'll just get a bunch of bounces. Definitely need to turn into somebody. We're gonna get started on fire by that frickin' Conqueror, I just know it. Come on, give me a kill. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Get him! Thank you. Keep turning. Okay, let me try and get caught up here in the chat. Whoa! Danger, Will Robinson. Fletcher, Fletcher. Ow. This Fletcher's a little squirrely. Kind of hard to hit him. Well, one, it's hard to see what he's doing because of the constant. Gotcha! Okay. Okay, let's see here. Just don't let Lando get it. Lando? As in Lando Calrissian? What's he got to do with this? Benson! Oh my goodness. I'm never gonna get away long enough to actually accomplish anything here. Okay. Greetings from Australia. Hello, El Greco? Greco? I'm going with Greco. Don't shoot me if it's wrong. I have not been known to pronounce things well. Since I'm detected by this Benson anyway, I might as well use it. Yes, my team is all in C, which is why I'm... Whoa, that was a big hit on Mr. Charles Martel. We should probably be finding his way out of that. Come on. I'm glad he managed to actually do that, so... Oh! Stop putting holes in my boat! Especially since they're focusing me so bad. I think we finally managed to stop being focused. Yep, still rocking the secondary build on the Monty for now anyway. No real plan to change that. Like, battleships are still the predominant ship at this tier, and I think that it's still the build to go. Oh, hey, yeah, that was a wasted salvo. How come I don't have the Leningrad? Because it's a Russian destroyer. I'm not a huge fan of Russian destroyers. I mean, the playstyle is fine. Like, they're fun ships and all, but I just... At some point, I draw the line. Like, it's not a ship that I would enjoy playing all the time, and so I don't have one. I'm very picky about my warships, if you can't tell. Oh, hey, we got an STW guy in here. Woo! 7K off that Monty. Thought that was a fantastic hit. You'll buy holes in my boat for $1? That's rude. You want to know how you can buy holes in my boat? There's a donation link. You can do that. I'm just joking with you. Okay, let's see if we can't finish off, or at least do some damage to this Monty. See, we're kind of in that point where we're perma-spotted, but we got to worry about a friggin' grosser Kurfürst over there. Come on, come on. Boop. Touching North Carolina on the butt. Very awkward. Very, very awkward. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend doing that. We're gonna get some heals up here, though. Yes, I have a Yamato. Not a huge fan of the ship at all, with what it's become. But we can try sneaking it in here a little bit later. Come on. Ooh. No. Okay. Let's turn in here. Let's push them out a B further if we can. Ooh! Yep, I knew that was going to have at least one Citadel in it. Grosser Kurfürst is far enough away. I don't think it should be too much of an issue. Kill that cruiser to my right. What, the Hindenburg? The Hindenburg that's like 8 miles away? There's no way I'm going to be able to kill that Hindenburg. He's not even there anymore. Look at us just raffle stomp these guys. I kind of wish I knew what was going on, because, not really proving myself terribly well. He's turning my way. Let's see if we can't add some pain and suffering to the list. Yes, Montana does not care about you backing up. I will push you out of the way because I can. Not because I should, but because I can. Let's face it, this ship is way bigger than anything else. Except for, well, I guess it's not the biggest at this tier, but... Oh. Don't worry about giving money, guys. That's not that big of a deal. It's only there if you really, really want to. It's not a requirement. Oh, come on. Of course nothing works as intended. Come on, Dev Strike. I don't think we're gonna get... Well, with that salvo, we might have if you wouldn't have changed directions. Can I buy a Citadel? Yes, I got one. Alright. Yeah, you definitely don't need to be giving me no $100 a month. There are way more important things than this stream. I know that sounds a little contradictory, but there's another Citadel. Holy cow! Nope, those aren't gonna hit, but it was a novel concept to try. Oh! What, we won him? Did you see that? we won. So we got it went to 0 and then it came back up. Where do we donate at? Well, if you want to, there's a link in the description. It's a Streamlabs account. You can use that for you can use that to donate with PayPal, and then or credit card. I think you can do it with credit card as well. Otherwise, you've got other options as well, like the super chat function for YouTube. You pay a certain amount of money, and then it will put your comments at the top, and it'll keep it up there for a certain amount of period of time, depending on how much money you put in. Otherwise, if you wanted to do something, you know, where it was like recurring, you could do it that way as well through the sponsorship thing. See, I don't have Vampire. If I do, I guess it would be all the way over here, wouldn't I? Yeah, I don't have it yet. I'm not the premium shop. I want this. Challenges. Halloween as long as... Yeah, but how do I get it? What I want to know. Battle of River Platte. Okay, don't need that. Yeah, see, I got a ways to go. I got to do a lot more damage. What's my favorite ship? Well, you got to qualify that question, because the question there is whether or not my favorite ship is favorite ship to play, favorite ship overall, or whether or not you know, it's of a specific class. So it just kind of depends. My favorite ship in game right now is still Akatsuki, even though I've not been able to play her well recently. I think that will be our next one. But other than that, you know, New Mexico is by far my favorite ship in real life. I think that this ship is just beautiful in all the right ways. It's your typical American functional, yet extremely beautiful. I just wish that, you know, she had her 10, count them, 10 quad 40mm Bofors mounts, but in-game we don't get access to that because reasons. So, okay, so we're gonna rock Akatsuki for a match, because no live stream is complete without having at least one game. Let me make sure I got all my flags and stuff on board. That'll work. Wait a minute. Consumables, flood. We can get rid of some of these economic flags, because we really don't need those. I'd much rather have my fire flags. Now we're gonna rock it. Okay. So, play with the DD. That's what I'm doing. Hello, Sharky, and hello, Ven? I'm not gonna attempt to say your last name. Would I mind playing Bismarck? I can play Bismarck after this. Bring it back out. I don't think Warspite or the Queen Elizabeth class is better looking either. It's really not that nice of a ship. What is this game? So many cruisers. Oh, this could be one of those matches where I don't do much. Hey Whiskey, you know, battle cruisers, right? How would you react if they announced a sub-branch of battle cruisers, and how would this affect the game in your opinion? I'd be curious to see how they implement battle cruisers, because the problem with most battle cruisers is that they had 0 armor but battleship guns, so they basically have to play like very large cruisers. But I just don't know that well, I gathered the Ven part, but I was unaware of what the last part meant. It's been a long time since I've studied German. Hey Ray, what's up? But anyway, back to the battle cruisers. Yeah, I don't know how they would implement them. Like if they gave them the hood tree. Hood is a special case. Everybody wants to, you know, say that Hood was a battle cruiser. I don't buy it. The thing has 12 inches of belt armor. I mean, that's battleship armor territory. So, yeah, it was fast, but I think a better case could be made for it being the world's first fast battleship. So, double Kaga. Yeah, we got one on our team. Ours is run by an ARP guy, so is it Fleet Carrier Kaga? It's Fleet Carrier ... I don't know who Fleet Carrier ... is, and I can't see the Kaga to see what the rest of it is. We'll do that and see if we can't bait him into talking. Hello, Alex. It is Fleet Carrier Kaga. Ah, well, there we go. There's the answer. Oh boy. Oh, I'm detected. Oh, hey, look, an Akatsuki. Hey there. Oh, there's a T-22. We're gonna play the abort game now. And focus this T-22 down if we can. Miss me! Hey buddy, what's it feel like to get gunned down by a Japanese destroyer? There you go. Go ahead and smoke right on up. See if I care. I don't know what's detecting me. I think it's a Cleveland, maybe? No, I think it's the Akatsuki's poked her head around the bend again. Yeah, there she is. Ooh, I got a torpedo hit on something. Wonder what? Leander. Got one on the Leander. Whoa! Whew. That could have been ugly. Okay, I'm having much trouble getting the call. Yeah. Oh, for the NC. So the Colorado's alright. I mean, I guess I haven't played her. Maybe that's what I'll do this stream is we'll set up one. Down goes our Fiji. We'll set up our Colorado and see what we can come up with, but I don't know. It is definitely worth the grind, as they say, because of the fact that the later tier U.S. battleships are so amazing. Rip your radar, Atlanta. That didn't work out for you at all. I hope that 1,000 damage was worth it. Okay, Elephant Lady versus Elephant Lady. Yes, very. I like my Elephant Lady. She's fantastic. But we are just getting... What are they doing? Another random torpedo hit. I'm guessing that's on that Leander again, because I don't know what else it would be. We're just going to keep turning away here because... no, it was on the Cleveland. Very nice. Well, since I'm about to get spotted anyway... And because that Atlanta just burned his, I just started that guy on fire now, too. Okay. Yeah, so... We're bailing out of this. Because, these two right here are a massive pain. Not before I put some torps out there, though. Keep running, Emil. Keep running. we definitely don't need to, we definitely don't need to recreate, is that Battle Off Samar? I think? Poor Akatsuki decided to turn on her spotlight and ended up getting absolutely destroyed. You going to go mad and fight in Atlanta? No. I mean, I'm not gonna hang around and try and fight him if that's what you're asking. Okay. Dangerous. He's distracted. Let's do it. Let's get ourselves some rock and roll on this Cleveland. Maybe we can get ourselves another fire on him. Nothing else, we'll just lop off 3K at a time and he's going to miss us big. Atlanta's shooting at me. Homeboy, you ain't gonna hit me. At least not effectively at this range. There you go. Go ahead and keep missing. One of these days, if you just blind fire into all the things, you'll get a hit. I don't know that's where he's gonna go. Reason why I ask is because I suggested a sub-branch of battle cruisers should they be added a few months ago, and over 100 people say they should be added. You know, I'd like to see them get added if for no other reason than just to see what they look like in terms of their playstyle. I don't think Wargaming has it really high on their priority list because of the current situation involving well, the lack of complete tech trees otherwise. Okay. Kaga is best premium ship. I don't know. I think my Alabama would definitely state otherwise, but I could. I'm not gonna rule out the possibility. New Mex is a ship that got me hooked on this game. I would agree with that. New Mex is great. How are you liking the Pan-Asian DDs? Most are running 60% win rate. Think a nerf will come. I've not actually played the Pan-Asian DDs. For those who aren't super familiar with how I do things, I will not pick up a new line until like several weeks after they come out, because I definitely don't want to get involved with the big rush for, you know, all of their I don't want to get in a rush through all of them. It's way too frustrating. Oh, come on, T-22, come back here. Okay, oh, there he is. He did decide to shoot, like an idiot. Homeboy, you've got arcs that make the USN happy. Difference is I don't have those arcs. And I'm way faster than you, so I'm just gonna kite you. Did they ever nerf the Conqueror? Yeah, they did shortly after after they launched in game. Oh, for Pete's sakes. This could get very ugly very quickly. Oh, he's not going towards me. Well, that's nice. I mean, rip our Kaga, but... Well, now that we're done with that, let's not give this T-22 any free shots. We do have to be careful about this Atlanta, though. Here's his torpedoes. If I were him, where would I be going out of this? He's really kind of put himself between a rock and a hard place because he doesn't have any support right now. I am a bad player, but I learn in your videos. Well, the first key to not being a bad player is to recognize that not everybody is capable of producing Unicum games all the time. That's nothing to be ashamed about. Nani! Goodbye. Well, how about them apples? Speaking of battle cruisers, do you even have the HMS Hood in port? No, I don't. Intended on buying it, but ended up not, unfortunately. So, kind of is what it is. I don't know of any other way to really politely state it. It just wasn't real high on my priority list, and still really isn't really high on my priority list. I barely play all the ships that I've got, so adding yet another premium ship that I will rarely ever play doesn't seem like the best use of my money. Hello, Kaga. Where's the Cleveland at that was over here? That's what I want to know. Alright, well, I'll just come over here, see if I care. Their team is gonna leave you completely unguarded. We're just gonna rock it. Nani? Oh, get him! I would love to produce a single Unicum game. I'm willing to bet you could, if you put your mind to it. Don't sell yourself short. It's not worth it. Try and farm as much damage off of this Kaga as we can. I'd love for a fire right about now, because that might actually save the meal. I don't think he's going away from me, so there's no way I'm actually going to be able to get over there and smoke him, unfortunately. How has this Kaga not decided to move yet? That's what I want to know. Gotta remember, Kaga's, finally. Uh-oh. Notzerd! Well, either way this happens, this Kaga is dead and it doesn't realize it yet. We can only hope that it comes sooner rather than later, because I'm not going into that thing's secondary range. Oh, jeez. Goodbye! You are the weakest link. Well, that kind of evened things up. When you're done with this match, could you play Graf Spee? I can try. I'm really not very good in that ship. Well, this sucks. It means I gotta face an Atlanta. What's my last cruiser? Oh, he's dead. It was a Fiji. Oh, well. Well, at least my AA gun crews are getting some work. See, you've had a few Unicum games. Don't sell yourself short like that. Once I get a better screen, I think my damage will go better. What's wrong with your screen? Is it, like, cracked or something? Because that can definitely cause problems. Jerry Glaze, my clan broke up because of Clan Wars. Does anyone else had no fun because trying to get 7 people together? Yeah, I think the overall principle that they need to make some tweaks. Like, they need to have alliances and stuff for, basically that amount to, you know, I can take someone, we'll use STW because STW has like 9 million people. They need it so that the STW, could take someone from, let's say, STW proper and play them in STWM, or something similar to that. I just, right now with the way that the game is set up, it's very difficult to, it's extremely difficult to do something like that, because you basically have to, you basically have to play it in such a way that, you have to plan it like a week in advance, somebody's being gone. So, I don't know, the way it's currently implemented could use some tweaks, that's for sure. Let's... Come on, Akatsuki. I can guarantee you that Akatsuki's headed to C or A, and not towards me. Really, I need this... Nope, I'm detected. That's because there's an Akatsuki. I nearly did... NANI?! Goodbye. Scheiße. Come on. Let's go. Sorry I went silent there for a second. I was attempting my best here to solo warrior or I unsub. Well, all I have to do is survive and I get one, so you tell me what's more likely to occur at this point. Dang it, this New York anticipated and dodged. I was hoping he would turn out, that's what I was hoping. That Atlanta's going for caps, I can guarantee it. So now comes the point. Do I fake? Yeah, we got an extra smoke. I'm gonna fake smoke and see if I can't get this battleship to turn for me. Or maybe even Potato. Yep, see, he's turning. So he knows what's coming. This is what I wanted. This, my friends, is how you bait battleships into doing stupid things, like turning. We're gonna hold off. See what happens. What's he doing? Turning away. Well, fine! Jerk face? I don't want you to turn that far. Although I will take burning you to death as an alternative. Do I use any mod packs? No, I don't. This game is completely stock. I do not have any mod packs currently installed. That's gonna suck if you get hit by a torpedo and it floods! Good night. Play it like a Russian destroyer. Akatsuki is balanced, guys. Remember this. When somebody tells you not to use Akatsuki's guns and that there's no reason at all to ever use them, this is when you tell them that... This is when you yell at them and laugh. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Alright! That was a fantastic game! Woohoo! Yeah, buddy! Talk about snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. That's what I like to see. Hey, Alpha Bravo 59, thank you for your donation. Let me see if I can't pull up the message here, though. I can't read the message worth a dang. I've enjoyed your videos from the moment I started playing. Thank you so much for being a great player and even great gentleman. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing to help bring this channel in. It's been absolutely a riot. I would not have anticipated in a million years ever coming to 5,000 subscribers in a game. I would have never anticipated it in a million years. But, yeah, Akatsuki, totally balanced, 100%. There's a reason why I love this ship to death, and that game basically shows it. No solo, yeah, that's because they didn't have 5 guys at the end of it. That's you? Oh, okay, cool. Alright. So, I might have to parse that guy out of the live stream so that I can put it up as its own epic battle replay, because that was pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's rock this, let's rock our... Oh, we can't go that far. Oof. Almost made a no-no there. Okay, so somebody asked for our Bismarck, so let's make sure that Bismarck is set up correctly. A free catapult fighter? What is this nonsense? At least we got the right hydroacoustic search on. Jeez. Unfortunately, I didn't beat your score in Turpits. That's true, I didn't. But your score in Turpits was pretty dang good too, so... And I won. I remain subbed, but I need to sleep. So yeah, you should probably go to sleep. Alright. Yes, I'm going to use a battleship next. I am bringing out the... bringing out the Bismarck here. Let's change my camouflage, though. No, we don't want to use that one. We don't want the Gamescom one. We need to get this guy to be a 19-point captain, so we're going to run that guy. We're running that right flag. We'll throw the credit flag on there for S&Gs. Okay. Where did I get that paint job? The paint job on that? Oh, that's the Gamescom camo. So if they end up doing the Christmas crates again, it'll be interesting because the Christmas crates had a whole bunch of those camos in there, and that's where they all came from. It actually came from something way before then, but I honestly couldn't tell you what it is, where they actually came from. So, okay. Where is... Yes. Tier 10... Oh, and it's on Atlantic, nonetheless. This could get very ugly. Especially since I haven't played this ship in forever. German bias, we'll see. Bismarck was good before the nerf. You talking about before the Hydro nerf? I would agree. It was very overpowered before the nerf. Ooh, we got P-51 Buster. Is that like P-51 Buster as in the person who destroys P-51s, or is it P-51 and his name is Buster? Who else is in this match? I don't think I know any of these other guys off the top of my head. Yep. I don't know. I guess we'll end up finding out. Do I think there will ever be a South Dakota 1920 in the game? I don't know if there will be, but I'll be honest, I kind of hope there isn't. And the reason for that is, I really don't think it has any business being in the game, because the United States battleship tree has plenty of time, plenty of actual ships that they could fill out a whole second line, except for in the fast battleship side. What did they nerf? They nerfed the Hydro on Bismarck. It used to be way stronger. It used to be the actual Tier 8 Hydro. Love my Bismarck, but struggling big time with the Freddy. Yeah, Friedrich der Grosse was not my favorite battleship ever. And at Tier 9 is Iowa and Missouri, so... That's a tough sell. Like, you've got to convince me that that those ships are better, and I just don't really think they are. I don't think Friedrich is, and I'm not a big fan of Gross or Kurfürst either. So, let's see. Welcome back, Alex. Glad you could join us again. There was no carriers in this, right? No, and just gearings. Izuki. Another teammate of mine, give him some nice 15-inch presents for me. Okay. What ship is he in? He's in a St. Louis. Well, Saint Louis. Saint Louis? That's my 4 years of high school French coming through. My 4 years of really doesn't matter that much showing through. Oh, it's the Montana that was shooting at me, and I'm broadside to him. Bad, bad, bad. I bleed. Fine. You want to play this game? I'll play this game. Look who's more broadside to. Oh, baby. Now, bounces. Woo! 3 overpens. Alright, well, that's better than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. Des Memes is trying to shoot at me. Tago is trying to shoot at me. See what happens when you try and play this ship even remotely aggressive? People just start charging you like they think that they own you or something. And now my German sausage is on fire. Ow. Why did I... What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Everyone hates... Ever think about seeing the North Carolina? Oh yeah. There's a lot of ships that I want to see that I just haven't gotten to see. Everybody hates the Friedrich de Gross. It's super oddball, but I can't play my Kurfürst without losing 500,000 credits. Yeah, there's an element of truth to that too. Tier 10 economy is really rough. Hello, secondaries. You exist for a reason. There's a reason why I slowed down. Turn my Hydra on, because we're going to speed up now that he's coming at us full hog. So this dude is regretting life. He's got regrets. We're going to go ahead and keep moving. I think we remain stationary long enough. Anytime my secondaries would like to get involved in this fight and actually start a fire would be fantastic. Oh, come on! Give me the kill! That's all I wanted. Well, we're no longer detected. Now we're detected again. Hopefully the new French BB can take a shot in the butt without exploding. Well, maybe. If I didn't have Missouri, the Germans would put me broke. Yup. Use less premium consumables so you can get enough damage to afford them. That's true, too. Bismarck greater than Tirpitz. I think you can make a good case for either or. They're both pretty good ships, I'm not gonna lie. They just play ever so slightly different. Like, they're not completely different. They have the same basic problems, but they are different enough, I guess I should say. Where is the... Did the Friedrich go down? Yeah, we did. We lost the Friedrich. That sucks. Especially since the Zhao is here. That's really annoying. Give me some citadels or something on the Zhao. I'd like him to go away. Catch the hint. Roasted bratwurst, unfortunately. Ah! Dodged your torpedoes! Come on. Go away! No, he turned away at the last minute there. Alright, Jeff, it's time for you to take some in. The sooner the better, actually. Okay, Tirpitz, yep. Some people like to call it the Tirpitz. I'm on fire again. Thanks, Zhao. Screw you. Fire alarm! This must have been what it felt like to be under the constant barrage of gunnery. He's still trying to start me on fire like a jerkface. This must what it felt like to be under a constant barrage of fire from the Royal Navy in the Battle of Denmark Strait. Lion will hit his citadel. What lion? Oh, yeah. Wherever he's at. Know where he's at. Our gearing is losing to St. Louis. Got two thumbs and isn't surprised by that. Throw our hydro up. Things this Akizaki is regretting right now. Existing. So that's the last of their destroyers. We're down to no destroyers. Reminds me of how the Bismarck sank. Yep, that's true. God, Zhaos suck. Show that one. It's not a insulting. 3 overpens. Oh, that's a Charles Martel. Now I'm getting hit by 2 flamethrowers. Fantastic. Well, since we're gonna get hit by 2 flamethrowers, we should probably go chase down the other flamethrower. Since I think we can do that rather successfully. Montana, this will not end well. Not end well at all. See if we can't complete this turn before he gets spotted. Or before I get spotted. That would be fantastic. I'm not gonna waste my my spotting plane though, because he's just gonna get destroyed by the Des Moines that's sitting there. Okay, I'm spotted. That means it's the Charles Martel. Nope, it's the Montana. Come on, Russian German armor. Oh Jesus! Hey, we did 10K to him. Got more important things to remove from this game at the moment. Well, since we're here and my secondaries aren't engaging the Montana for some reason. Good night! Whoa! Ah, there we go. Uh-oh, 4 roasted bratwurst. No. Ah. Well, at least this is turning out to be a good match. That was a very lucky shot. I just want to point that out. Okay, Des Moines. Since he's around the corner. Oh, he's facing me. Well, that stinks. Accurate statement. You did indeed want me to hunt him down at the beginning of this. I'm not even like partially telling a lie. I'm actually telling the full unabridged truth. This Prince Eugen is dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Really? One fire, one salvo. Oh my goodness. Just keep ducking and weaving, because eventually we're going to get over to this Des Moines. I kind of wish he would get a second fire on me so that I could just burn the damage control party and disappear behind this island again. Okay, now that we can finally shoot at this Des Moines again. Well, we managed to start him on fire. Unfortunately, there isn't anything I can do about... Yeah, we're going to have to burn that. He's going to get a very, 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 very good kill. Because there's not a lot that I can do at this point against him. I can hope that I can take out his main battery before he kills me, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nope, didn't think so. So I am dead. Yeah. Yep, knew that was coming. Yep. That shot looked calculated. Which shot was that? I never get good dispersion that good. I never get dispersion that good in my Germans. Yeah, it was, that's one of my favorite shots to play. So... when a cruiser is turning like that, it seems like the game's RNG just absolutely favors super tight groupings. And you really, really have to... You really have to be, You really have to be like aiming perfect, and when you do, they just shot cluster like that. It's really good. Okay. Let's see here. What a waste of good sauerkraut. RNGesus be with me. I wish. Honestly, when I was on the test server with the Des Moines, seemed a little squishy, not gonna lie. It is. Des Moines' Citadel is massive. So, it's really hard to play effectively. I'm not gonna lie. You have to be bow in, but the nice part about the Des Moines is that you have enough front hull armor to actually, you actually have to, you know, it has enough front hull armor to actually bounce 15-inch shells. So that's why, so long as he stayed nose into me, the only way I was going to do damage is through his superstructure and or taking out his guns, and it doesn't always work that way. I was really hoping the secondaries would play a better role in this match, but I don't think they really did. Again, a waste of sauerkraut. I actually don't like sauerkraut. I don't really find it all that lovely. Mike is asking if I can play the Graf Spee. Well, we can try. We'll see what happens. We'll throw the Hindenburg captain in there. Mikhail, I'm from Poland. I hate Nazis, so let it sink. Yeah, nope. Well, yeah. Trust me, I don't think anybody actually likes the Nazis, but I like the Bismarck to play it. It's a fun ship to play. Lion Star is asking if I'm open to divs. Usually not unless I'm playing just for fun. On these, I tend to like to stay solo. On Discord, how did you like my German meme? That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. That was funny. Okay. Try the British if that seems squishy, or an Atlanta. Yeah, those two cruisers are definitely, well, the Atlanta and then the Royal Navy cruiser line are pretty soft and squishy. 1.4 million potential damage. Secondary, 14,000, I guess that's pretty respectable. Well, this captain doesn't have IFHE or Adrenaline Rush or anything like that on him, so I'm content with that. Play with an Asian ship. Well, you missed the Akatsuki game where I got a Kraken at the very end and gunned down in Atlanta. We were gonna do Graf Spee, weren't we? Okay, from other ships, Hindenburg. I really don't know that Hindenburg's captain is ideal for this, but close enough. Let's make sure we got our premium consumables on. Make sure our upgrades are set up. Let's get these guys rolling. Since we have a heal, we need those. Since we are slow, we need these. This is a premium ship that has a 19-point captain on it, so we'll go ahead and throw in all of these Commander XP flags. Let's see, what else can we throw? We'll throw the consumable one, and that would be the end of it. Need our military month contributor flag, because we've been playing this game way too long and probably shouldn't have. Yikes. Come on. There you go. Okay. Here we go. Don't forget the premium ammo. Yeah. You've yet to review the Graf Spee. Yeah, there's a really good reason why I have yet to do the Graf Spee. It's like Atlanta for me. I just not a huge fan, I'm not gonna lie. It's a hard ship to play well. I don't like the guns on it. Like, it reminds me of Scharnhorst, but worst in that regard. But I've also not devoted a whole lot of time to playing it either, so. Whiskey announced the money raised for the Texas Worldwide. According to Wargaming, they raised over $280,000 during the last Project Valor campaign, and that's impressive. That I was hoping for. My hope for them was like in the $100,000 range. So $280,000 was pretty impressive. I'm glad that they managed to do that. Let's see here. Don't forget the premium ammo. Yep. Pan-Asians are really OP and fun. Yep. Get 3 Atlantas and a div. Actually, I think, a Belfast Atlanta and Flint division would be more troll. What do I think about Nagato? Got some really bad dispersion today with her. Overall, I think Nagato is a fine tier 7, but it suffers when it's up-tiered. It does not like being up-tiered at all. The Deutschland class of cruisers has an interesting history. You should check it out on their, excuse me, on the, you should check it out on the Wikipedia page. They talk a little bit more about how this whole thing came to be what it is now. Hello, Proteus. Mikhail, don't worry about the, I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. But, don't worry about it, man. Probably speak better English than I do. If you were to raise one ship, what would it be? New Mexico? Is that a serious question? Not that New Mexico was sunk, but I want her out of the scrapyard. What do I think about the health buff on the Colorado? I think it's fantastic. I'm glad that they have finally done it, but it's a bit late to the ball game. Like, it would have been nice if they would have done that ages ago, rather than all of a sudden just deciding to do it now. I watched a Jingles video on the Grafspee. It was a way to cheat the Washington Naval Treaty. Basically. Look at that! Long-range Citadel on a Miyoko. That's rough. I'm really hoping that my torpedoes decide to make landfall. That would be amazing. Well, they gotta get there first. Look at them, jeez. I speak English better than I write. Well, that's fine. That's about the equivalent of what I can muster. I'm not sure I even write English all that well. Did I launch those torpedoes and I didn't have range? Yes. See, this is what I don't like about this ship. I never play it very often. Warning from the UK, love your guides. Been the most help out of all the videos I've been watching since playing. How come you don't use Twitch? In my opinion, it's better than YouTube. The reason why I don't use Twitch is because YouTube offers me the ability to basically send notifications to people who are already subscribed to my YouTube channel. And that to me is extremely important because that's the whole reason I do this. I don't do this for anyone else except for the that's a dead Fubuki. I don't do it for anything else aside from my YouTubers, and so I don't use Twitch because their partnership program is extremely difficult to get into. It's extremely frustrating to use. I used to do Twitch, in case you were wondering, and I've since stopped because of all of those issues. No one saw your chat, Mr. Humphrey, because it was extremely inappropriate, and it got automatically flagged. I saw it because it gave it to me for approval, and of course, my answer to that is no. And we snuck a kill. We are kill stealing. This is not good. Yeah, you can continue to try and put that up there, Mr. Humphrey, but really it's not going to work. Let's see. I wonder what would have happened if Plan Z was executed. What do you say, Whiskey? I'd have to go remember what Plan Z actually was. I don't remember off the top of my head. Enlighten me in the chat if you would. Which DD line would you oh, wait. Back up a minute. Zach was asking... Oh, another ship coming to World of Warships is the Italian battleship Roma. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to what Roma has to offer. It's an interesting class of ships in its design, with that spaced armor and all that, but I'd be curious to see how that actually works out in-game. Because as we all know, things like that don't work out in-game very well. Which would you recommend, Pan-Asian or Japanese? Well... How about yes? I don't know. I've not played the Pan-Asian DDs on live, so I honestly couldn't tell you. So there's always going to be that caveat. I don't know what else to tell you there. They could be fantastic. I honestly don't know. Goodbye! It's too far away. Turn! There's a very good BBC documentary on... would be nice to not be the focus of everybody's fire at the moment. Oh boy. Oh! Why am I not burning? Why am I burning for so long? That's what I want to know. Oh, River Platte. Yes, River Platte. I think I've seen that one, actually. Well, you're right, it was indeed very good. The BBC does really good documentaries. Well, we're actually managing to do halfway decent in this ship. What is this Oh, incoming? Ooh! Ouch. Quit putting holes in my boat! Oh, the battleships? So, I don't think... See, here's the thing about the German Navy during World War II. They really didn't want to use their ships in capital ship engagements. They had been and done that. And so they had set them up predominantly to be commerce raiders, and as a result, they didn't really contribute much. If you look at what all of the German battleships did during World War II, aside from tie up massive amounts of resources while they were parked in port, they really didn't do much. It's great that they even noticed that the Texas is sinking because it's a pity to go down. Yeah, the Texas situation is unforgivable, and I will forever hate the state of Texas for the condition that it's currently in. And I realize somebody's going to correct me and say, well, but it's not just Texas's fault that this is happening. It's really the Texas Department of the Parks and Recs, and that doesn't make me feel any better about the situation. Like, your guys' primary job has always been to maintain this ship in good working order, and they just haven't. Where do you get your info and your history videos and how to play? I know I answered this question in the Q&A video, but I'll answer it again. Wikipedia, predominantly. That's about where I always get my information from. There's very few ships that I can actually store all the information in my head about their history. USS Iowa is one, because I spent almost what seems like my whole life researching it. The U.S. standards are getting that way, because I've done a lot of research on them. I really enjoy those ships, if you can't tell. So, yeah. That's where I get all my information from. So everything that you see is usually available. If it's not there, it's usually available through, like, what the heck happened there? That was odd. It's usually available either through Wikipedia or through any other free online information history webpage. This Fiji wants me dead. Is that somebody in my stream? Is that what's going on here? Who's the Fiji? I don't know how to pronounce that. Nope, he's dead. We're gonna charge this Fiji. Oh, hey! We're gonna go ahead and disappear, and then go back. How dare I hate your state? It's not so much that I hate your state, so much as I hate the way your state is treating the Texas. It frustrates me to no end that a state that spent so much of its time, effort, and money getting that ship to the state completely ignores it and treats it absolutely poorly. It's appalling to me that that ship was ever gifted to Texas. Oh, he's slowed down. Didn't help him any. Get a Kraken! Yeah! Alright. We'll see what happens. When they don't shoot at you. Yeah, if I don't get shot at, this is fine, but when I do get shot at, it's not. There's that Fiji again. It'd be nice to catch him in a bind. Maybe he'll give me my favorite deflection shot. Here it is again, but I can't get it because of the island. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nope, that dispersion says no. Might get one. Nope. Well, we managed to take out that, that's interesting. They managed to take out the Gneisenau that was charging. She's over 100-year-old. Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind that the state of Texas allocated a bunch of money to dry berth the ship and then never did. So, it's a little bit tough for me to buy this idea that, well, we are taking good care of her when something you were supposed to have done a long time ago, you still have yet to do. Rip that Kirov. Wow! Doing pretty good. Gave 25... No, they gave more than 25 mils, so the initial plan was for 40 million of it to go into the Texas to dry berth it, and it has yet to happen. That was a long time ago. Well, now they're finally doing structural repairs, so at least they're doing that. But, man, I don't know. Some days I wonder. That's all I got to say about that. Please die, Kirov. Or I'll leave you with 26 hit points. Well, that's annoying. We're gonna try and kill him. Come on! Give me my cue! Yes! On to the next broadside cruiser. That actually happened to beach himself. That's funny. Question is how badly did he beach himself? Is he gonna beach himself again? Guess we'll find out. Are the torps there for looks? Sometimes I wonder. Does that count as an honest answer? Some days I really wonder. They are 8K, so I mean, they do have limited use. But, oh my goodness, if that hits, that's a dead Kirov. Nope. Overshot him. I'm trying to get the Kraken, I honestly... Oh! Well, there goes the Kraken. Unless I get a lucky hit off of them, this Queen Elizabeth here. Well, we're doing very well in this ship. I guess I should change my mind, right? I'm also grateful that Wargaming has chosen to do something for the Texas. I think it's fantastic. And I would love to see more. In fact, a long time ago, I actually had the idea to potentially, like, get together with iChase and all that and see if we can't put together a fundraiser. Because that would be neat, in my opinion. Yep, we're not gonna get that that Kraken. We're gonna get close though. Okay. See, the torpedoes have really good arcs. They're 8K, and about half of that is lost. It seems like half of that is lost to the ship. So I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, let's see here. What's the extent of the damage to the Texas? Just wear and tear from time. No, the Texas, I mean, part of it is wear and tear from time, but the Texas's problem is that the whole of it is actually starting to degrade to the point where they can't weld on patch panels anymore because of the water. It's been sitting in water for a long time, and in the 80s, they took it out of the water, they dry docked it, patched it all up, and then they really didn't do much else to it in the meantime. And that doesn't help the situation any, because ships that sit in water all the time have to undergo constant repairs to keep them from flooding, so... So that's what's going on with it, but now it's reached a point where the ship is no longer capable of supporting its own weight, like, on keel blocks, so they can't dry dock it. And if they can't dry dock it, then they can't do the repairs that are necessary to get the ship into dry berth. Because to dry berth it, obviously, it needs to be able to support its own weight. So, it's kind of like one of those constant roundy-round issues. I'm gonna go back to AP. If he's gonna sail broadside... Well, the match is gonna be over by the time I get my second salvo off, but... Oh, man. I wish they wouldn't have capped it. Would have been able to get this win. Oh, well. That's alright. We did really well on that game. Let's see. Every captain will tell you your Peacekeeper that submerged submarine is worth more than the entire fleet on the surface. That's why the Germans use wolf packs. Excuse me. Yes. If your goal is commerce raiding, absolutely. If your goal is to sink enemy warships, not so much. Advances in sonar technology during World War I had largely made the U-boat a very situational weapon, and look at the survival rates of the German U-boat fleet. Alright. Taste of blood, that means I've got my vampire, right? Spay in action. What is that? I don't know. Let's look at the team score. Whoa! That's way up there, wasn't expecting that. Do a history video on what? On the Spay? I need to just do a premium ship review on it, especially since it's in port again, or in the premium shop. That was a pretty dang good game, I'm not gonna lie. Wait a minute, let's go back to that. How much was the... Excuse me, now I'm burping. Drank some pop and now I'm burping. 36,000 Commander XP. Holy cow. Well, that's a healthy dose of free XP. Play a CV. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I don't think CVs are on the table. I think that was a bit more interesting than I needed it to be the last time. See, my problem with playing CVs is that when I play a carrier, it's very difficult for me to talk because I'm so focused on 8 million things that are going on in the battle. It's not as much fun for you guys, I don't think. We've not taken Shimakaze out in a long time, so we're gonna rock it. We're gonna take the Shimakaze out. Oot. We're going to take it oot. Maybe we'll do a carrier match at the very, very end again. We'll see. How's the oh yeah, I got the vampire. I forgot about that. How to get thicker hair? What? I don't... Adult... that to me seems like a spam message. Indianapolis. Boy. Indianapolis. That took me forever to get that video. I just want to point that out. Yeah, see, carriers are not as much fun. This should be an interesting battle. They got a lot of radar. Well, I guess I got 2. That's about all we've got. But more importantly, lots of battleships and next to no destroyers, so this should be interesting. It hurts me that the USS Enterprise went to razor blades after the war. I agree. The Enterprise is a ship that should have stayed afloat. It really should have, and it should have remained in its unmolested configuration. A lot of people ask me, well, why don't you go visit, carriers and stuff? I don't enjoy carriers. Like, once you've been on board one, they kind of all have the same layout and function, and I realize that that's not always true. However, it feels that way, because the heart and soul of a carrier is its aircraft. And that's really what interests me about aircraft carriers, is the naval aircraft and how they manage to get those ships to do, or not those ships, those aircraft to do what they do. So that to me is one of the biggest reasons why I don't enjoy touring aircraft carriers. And, you know, I've seen the John F. Kennedy. It was a fantastic experience, but I'm just not a huge fan of carriers. I would have loved to have seen one in its unmolested World War II configuration, just because I need to get down and see the Kidd, and while I'm there, see the Alabama, because it's the closest that you can get to it's the closest you can get to the seeing an unmolested World War II destroyer. What's my favorite Tier 10 battleship? Silly question! Montana. Okay. Yeah, a lot of German U-boat captains and their crew died. It would be one thing if we were talking about modern nukes, but we're not. So we're talking quite plainly about you know, World War II U-boat technology, and by that time it was way easier to detect submarines once they had given up that they were in the area than it would be anything else. Go to the Case and Young. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea, because the Case and Young is another Fletcher. So I was an Iowa captain. Who, there's another destroyer in here though. I'm glad I noticed that at the last minute, because that could have been very ugly. We're going to sail to the edge here and just wait patiently. Wait very patiently. Pray that our torpedoes manage to somehow sneak a kill in there. But the wall of skill has been released! What do I think of the current Japanese line, especially the battleships? I think the Japanese battleships are in an okay position. I don't think they're doing the worst of any of the ships in the game. There are definitely ships doing worse. Oh. Oop. Got a torpedo hit on something. I'm pretty sure that was that Baltimore. There are... I don't know. I personally think that the Japanese ships are better than the current iteration of the Royal Navy battleships are, and I realize that that is sacrilege to some people, but okay, we gotta bail because the radar. That's fine. Remember, the key to dealing with radar is to not panic. See me over here just ignoring them? Yep, that's me over here just ignoring them. Radar, completely ineffective. Didn't even focus on the reason why he popped his radar to begin with. You're not going to focus your radar. What the heck? Would I see USS Constitution? Absolutely. I would actually love to sail on the USS Constitution. I think it would be a lot of fun. And, let's see... Can you please play the horse pipe next? No. Oh, I can try. I'm really not very good with her. I would insult all of my British fans, or my English fans. Well, no, British I think is more accurate. Well, at this point, we're gonna see if we can't go save our Baltimore here, but not exactly holding my breath. Just keep gunning, just keep gunning. Give me a torpedo hit or something, thank you. Got 2 of them on him. We're already having a very good game. Okay. Need to get a fire on this Iowa so he burns. Come on, fire. This Atago is trying like heck to get me, but he's not succeeding very well. Wee boats. Hey, I like my Japanese boats, okay? I like them. Does your family have any military history? Remember, grandfather was don't judge a high Nazi commander in the Africa War. That was not my family. I don't know where that's coming from, but... Rip? Where did that come from? Tago? Maybe? I can deal with that. No, both my grandparents, both my grandpas were, U.S. Army. My, what is that? My grandpa on my mom's side was a MP, military police. He served in the, he was based out of the United Kingdom and then went and served in, oh goodness. Yikes. He served in the European campaign, obviously, for quite a long time. He was stationed... Let's see, he got deployed just shortly after D-Day. He was on the, I think it was 4th wave of U.S. Troops on D-Day, and then was in charge of POW camps after that. And my other grandpa, all I know is that he was infantry, and he never really ever wanted to talk about it, so I never really got the history from him. Before he passed away, unfortunately, and my dad doesn't remember him ever really talking about it either. So, can I play Russian cruisers next? The only Russian cruiser I have is Bugioni, so I can try. I don't know that it's gonna get what you want, but we can definitely try. I'm just glad that I've managed to basically become unchallenged this entire time with regards to torpedoing stuff. Shima might not be the best gunboat, but she is a good gunboat. She is a good boat. One of my favorite destroyers in this game. If the Hood survived World War II, it'd probably be a museum ship. You think so? I'm not convinced it would have been. I'm really not. The British didn't save any of their ships from World War II except for like 3 of them. So I'm really not all that convinced that they would have been. Maybe. I mean, we can always speculate. I would have loved to see more than just the Belfast, that's for sure. And I would have loved to have seen the Belfast in a little bit better condition, where more of it was open to tour, but unfortunately none of it really was. Okay, we should slow down here before we... Okay, now we can go ahead and get on up in here and see if we can't go find us in Iowa. Mostly because I think we can get away with it. Yeah, if they scrapped Warspite, they would have scrapped Hood too. There's no way. I mean, Hood was famous. Don't get me wrong. Hood was famous, but it wasn't so famous that it would have saved it from being in the scrap pile. The only reason that oh hey, the only reason that they would have been able to actually save her is the same reason they saved the Belfast. It's just... Oh, radar. Now I'm panicking because I really don't have any recourse here. Except for to pray and hope. Disappear! Come on! Shimmer balance, go! Yes! Oh my goodness. Should not be alive right now. Woo! Would you look at that? Holy cow. Okay. Wait, haven't you done an entire how to play on the Russian cruisers? No, unless you're talking about the Russian destroyers, which I guess to some people that's the same thing, but I have not done one on the the Russian cruiser line yet. Okay, let's see. Jeremiah O'Brien as its original Liberty ship. Yep, I would. Jeremiah O'Brien is on the short list. It was used in the Titanic. Its engine rooms were. Let's see here. Just reached my first tier 10 Hindi. Won't use the credits until I watch your Hindi video. Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic ship, and I think you'll definitely love playing that ship if you haven't already. Ship, an ocean-going vessel displacing 1,000 tons or more of water. Okay, I didn't know that they actually had put a actual name or amount on it, but let's see. Can you try a British battleship next? Instead, they are my favorite battleship line. Boy, yeah. We can try. I can break out Conquer and see what we can pull in it, or Nelson. Actually, Nelson would be a better one. We'll pull out the Nelson. Let's see here. Mic volume is too high. Hopefully that's better. More interested in the history of Enterprise, which I like your video among other things. Yep, I can one of these days I'll actually get around to it. What about submarines? I recall submarines powered only by electricity have better performance from what I heard. Submarines they did have better performance. You got to keep in mind, every submarine in World War II operated via electric drives of some sort. In the case of the Germans, they had a mixed direct and hybrid. They had a hybrid drive setup where it was either powered directly by a set of diesel engines or by an electrical generator. The U.S. used a electric drive only. The whole purpose of the engine room, the diesel engines on a U.S. diesel fleet boat, was to charge batteries to turn over electric motors, so everything was done by electric motor. I don't know about the... After my shell beats, yes. I don't know about the Japanese or any of the other nations' boats. Maybe one of our UK friends could enlighten us on the UK boats, but my guess is they all basically operated the same. They all utilized a... either a hybrid drive or a direct diesel, direct electric drive setup. And so every ship that operated underwater, every submarine that operated underwater in World War II used electric motors to propel them underwater. Only up to 7 knots unless you were the Type 21 German sub, in which case it would have been much faster than... would have been 21 knots, if I remember correctly, underwater. Okay. Oh yeah, Conquer. That's what I was gonna do. I gotta, or not Conquer, Nelson. Put the Conquer captain on Nelson, though. Okay. This ship is a lot of fun, too. Let me make sure I've got some decent things rolling on it. What? 70, yep, that's fine, that's fine. You can throw this guy on there. We'll see what happens. Which is the best line to start playing destroyers, in my opinion. I would say the US line is probably the best to learn destroyers on. The Japanese are okay, but the problem with the Japanese line is if you're really not good at aiming torpedoes, it can be extremely difficult to actually... it can be extremely difficult to actually get good performance out of them. That's why I don't recommend them. Germans are okay. They're all right to learn on. Ooh, good. This should be a good match, minus the 8 million destroyers in the match. Do you think they should have kept Nelson as a museum ship? If so, would you go see it? If they kept the Nelson or the Rodney as a museum ship, I absolutely would go see it. This is by far one of the more interesting battleship designs of the war, and I would love to have visited them. It took the U.S. to forever realize that they could use locomotive diesel engines for reliability in their subs. Were they actually locomotive diesel engines? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But the U.S. fleet boats were extremely successful ships. I mean, extremely successful. They were by far our strongest naval asset for the longest time, especially at the beginning of World War II for us. They were unbelievably good. Germans tried to use compressed air canisters to run their diesel motors underwater. It didn't really work. From what I understand, that they went right back to the snorkel after that happened. So the snorkel is exactly as it sounds. It was a exhaust pipe that you know, exhausted all of the gases, and then they had an intake as well for it. And the snorkel actually worked out really well. But the tench was not perfected during the war. Oh, the tech was not perfected during the war. Yeah, I don't think they ever would have been able to. The Type 21s had a hybrid drive that involved hydrogen peroxide, which would have been interesting had it actually worked. But I don't think it is. What is the time? The time is, well, it's 7:35 p.m. where I'm at. Play the hipper whenever you feel like it. We'll see. Do I even have the hipper? I honestly don't know. Nelson is your favorite battleship ever built, and you're American. Well, you know, Americans have very weird tastes in ships, so it doesn't surprise me that you like it. I like it a lot, too. It's one of my more favorite ones. I would stop short of saying it's my favorite. Well, I suppose it was a good thing I randomly had high explosive loaded for that destroyer. Too bad it's probably not going to hit. Don't remember if I said good luck, have fun with all or not. Okay, let's see here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try and help you out. I don't know that I'm gonna get it. The Gajimata is not presenting the world's best profile for me. If I do, he'll be destroyed. But I doubt it. Nope, we missed. Well, I'm gonna try and slow up to try and help you out, man, but he's, oh, he was sailing backwards, that's why. Ah! Wasn't able to help you, sorry about that. Rip my bow. When I got ruined, I sold the hipper as fast as I could. Yeah. I mean, the hipper's alright, don't get me wrong. I just... Of all the ships in the German line, the Hindenburg just is... Once you played Hindenburg or Rune, sorry, Ron? However you say that name. It's very difficult to go and use any of the older versions, because they're just not as strong. Emerald? How did we get a bunch of tier... Well, I guess it's a tier 7, tier 5 match. That Emerald is about to be rip. Oh, we're not. Whew. King George V in the middle. Interesting. Alright, King George. About the most English thing that could possibly ever happen. May it happen to you. Dang it. Do you think that it was a good idea to add sub? Do you think it's a good idea to add subs to the game? No. Those of us who played Navy Field know better. Navy Field had subs in it for the longest time, and they were game-breaking. Dang it. Nothing but net. They were absolutely game-breaking. There was nothing about them that was balanced. Basically, they would zoom around and yeah, it was not good. Seriously, team. All I really want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Come on. What's going on here? Yeah, but it's King George V and I can't hit him from... And notice how he didn't pop up on the map right away. That's odd. Must have been the... I don't know how to say rune. It's not a... I was corrected in a video and I went and looked up how to do it and then promptly forgot. So I know I'm terrible. Okay, we need to lead Akatsuki more, because apparently I don't remember how to, you know... Oh, come on! This is not ending well. To be honest with you, I am 99% sure this match is over. It just isn't over yet. Just look at this. About to be on fire in 4 places. Certainly on fire in 3. And this is me getting deleted, because I have no support. And I absolutely have to turn away. You know, there's just nothing else that I can do, and here it comes. Gone! Wow. Okay, let's go back up through the... Okay, so let's go back here. If you don't have Hipper, use Eugen. I don't have Eugen. That I do know I don't have. I'd like to play around with you. Like, yeah, maybe after this. Zach says, do you think it's a good idea? Oh, I already answered that question. Why isn't the Royal Oaks in World War II? World War I and World War II battleship plus became famous for what happened at Scapa Flow. Also, the British did call it the pride of the Royal Navy. I don't know why it's not in there. Really love the Prince Eugen, favorite tier 8. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Prince Eugen it was a perfect example of, like, copy-paste. So, I don't know. It plays basically like the Hipper, is my understanding, is what I was getting at there. I got the Hipper, trying to use it, and I'm just flat-out broke. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, tier 8 and up can be really hard, especially without premium time. Have I ever played Steel Ocean? The game has subs in the and H44. No, I've not played Steel Oceans, but just based upon their execution of the game, it seems even more arcadey than this game is, which would be a massive letdown for me. And plus, like I said, I already lived through subs once in Navy Field 1 and 2. I'm good. Yeah, like submarine games, I actually have Cold Waters. That if that game didn't have so many bugs right now, I would be playing it more. I think Wargaming's newest game is going to be World of Subs. You know, it's funny you say that. I could actually see Wargaming end up being... how satisfied was I with that battle? I was extremely dissatisfied. Mostly because I didn't do anything all match. We're going to do that one again. This might be our last battle for the match, for the stream, but I wouldn't surprise me if Wargaming did, because Silent Hunter is looking for a producer, was my last understanding, because Ubisoft doesn't like game studios that doesn't make them money, and of course we end up in a tier 9 match. And so that is definitely part of the problem with Silent Hunter. So I could see Wargaming actually pick up and produce and sponsor, or however you want to word that, Silent Hunter. So it wouldn't surprise me, but I doubt it would be called World of Submarines. I have Cold Waters, it's hard. Yeah, put Cold Waters on easy, then it gets ridiculously easy. How to get over a breakup. Yeah. Time. Because all of them are ninja. Yeah. Isn't Navy Field an RTS game and Cold Water is a great game but needs a lot of work? All good games. Navy Field is not a real-time strategy game. It basically take World of Warships and play it like top-down. Did I suggest that there may be a new Silent Hunter? No, but there's always rumors about another one coming out. I really hope they go back to fleet boats, personally. The U.S. fleet boats. But no, Navy Field is not a real-time strategy game. It's you only control one ship, and it's very, very difficult to play. Very, very difficult to play it well. The second one was actually pretty good. Played it for a very long time. Very, very many ships in that game that are U.S. based that are extremely strong. But we got to scrape the Warspite. Scrap the Warspite was the battle cry, but before they scrapped her, she ran into an island and sunk. Okay. Perfect example for subships and aircraft is in one balanced, the famous battle station specific. It actually, sorry, excuse me. It actually wouldn't surprise me if Wargaming tried to combine World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes. Tanks, warships, warplanes. It would not surprise me at all if they did that, but Silent Hunter 4 with Run Silent, Run Deep was an absolutely fantastic modification. I actually didn't... What was the one that I used? I don't think it was Run Silent, Run Deep. It wasn't the Tokyo Maru one either. Maybe it was Run Silent, Run... No, it was Real Fleet Boat. I used Real Fleet Boat. And Real Fleet Boat was incredibly hard. It took basically everything that makes Run Silent, Run Deep pretty solid. Ow, that hurt him more than it hurt me. And then, like, amp it up times 10. Very, 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 very hard campaign. Take all of the assists out of the game, even on the easiest difficulty setting. That's basically what happened. You actually had to understand how the radar set worked in order to use the surface radar. But it was a lot of fun, though. Real Fleet Boat, yes. Real Fleet Boat was great, all the way up until it wasn't. that sounds a little contradictory. For those who don't know, the Real Fleet Boat, the leader of Real Fleet Boat, like, pissed off a bunch of the guys that were doing the mods for him, and it ended up going away. Or stopped being updated, I guess, is the more accurate way to put it. So all the features that they had planned never made it into the actual game. Or into the mod. Oh, let's see here. We need to push. Of course, it would help if I actually had targets to shoot at. It would also help if I wasn't in a tier 9 match. I mean, there's only a handful of tier 9s. Like, you know, there are 2 Yugamos. I don't know that those are actually going to make it over. Oh, hey, look! An STW member. Doesn't mean we're not going to try and hit him. I missed. Yep, Steel Oceans. We talked about it a little bit. It's very arcadey. Not a huge fan of the way that it plays. Like, just watching the videos and stuff on it. Oh, come on. Don't do that. I just wanted to shoot at him. I don't think any of those are actually going to hit him. Okay, or they will. Apparently I'm off to a cracking start. STW stands for Sun Tzu Warriors. Battle Station Pacific is a great example. I played the crap out of that game. It's a perfect balance in my opinion. Boats playing subs, and you got to play real World War II battles in the Pacific Theater. I've never played it, and it's always been recommended to me that I do, and I've just never have. I probably should one of these days. Ooh, Turpits. That's gonna hurt. 9K. I'll buy that for $1. I'd buy that for more than $1. What server do I play on? I play on the North American server. I don't think we're going to be able to poke the cooties off either, unfortunately. We're going to try because he's broadside, though. Then we're probably going to turn away from the Colorado. Our last experience with this did not end well, but if we don't, we're going to beach. So, somebody nuked the Kutas off. Holy cow. Oh, that was exciting for the Tusov. Well, what's going on here? Well, at least we're winning. Would be nice to not only win, but to actually, you know, do well. NACL best server. Okay. I suppose. Ugh, don't hit the Nagato. This is awkward. Hips are touching. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Oh, just barely. I wish I could see him. Come on, money, money, money. Money. Nice. Got a lucky Citadel hit there. That was very nice. Except for I'm broadside to him. Would be nice not to be. I don't want the help button. Oh, there's definitely torpedoes on the way from that Yugamo, and of course this ship takes forever to accelerate, so... This could be interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I've got a Microsoft account handy or not. I'm sure somewhere I do, but... This Nagato is pushing and he's got that Yugamo right there by him. Would be nice to get around this map edge here so I can actually detect him or shoot at him, because I think the Nagato is going to go... There's the Yugamo. Oh goodness. Please actually shoot at him. Okay, you did. Whew. I was concerned there for a moment. Battle station specific available on enemy. Yep. Exciting, engaging. Yes, this game is fun and engaging. Always. Ooh. Well, looks like we are going to become the primary here. So, the key to dealing with enemy battleships at this angle is to make sure that you're angled just enough to bring in all of your guns, and then you should balance most. Except for that one random Citadel that just happened to come in. We got no choice but to sit here and deal with this incoming AP fire, so that's what we're gonna do. That Citadel really hurt. Friggin' jerk. Take out a gun. Do something. Might actually have to focus this Neptune, but... Yay! Bounces! Neptune's going the wrong way. We should be good. He just fired. He's gonna turn. Good night. Keep turning. Yes! Woo. Alright. Definitely need our guns up. Yep, there's the inevitable Neptune, I like to call them. And we know what's coming from this. So the question is, do we wait or do we shoot? Wait or shoot? Wait or shoot? Wait or shoot? You know, I'll shoot. Hello, Cap Gamer 10. Yes, we are in the Nelson. Okay, let's see. Backing up here, would you recommend an adrenaline rush on the Nelson? 30 seconds seems a little long. I'm pretty much at a point in my gaming where I think adrenaline rush is useful on every ship in the game. I don't think there's a single ship that it's not useful on. So yeah, that would be my opinion on adrenaline rush. Use it, absolutely. And in this case, you know, we would probably have dropped like 3 or 4 seconds. So. Quick shot out there. Ooh, yeah, that looks like a pretty good group. Let's see. I'll take 6,000 damage. Imagine if you were in the Nelson and Texas comes to your side, loaded with AP at 5 km and fires at your broadside. I did that in my Texas before and it was hilarious. Absolutely. Nelson's biggest weakness is the above water citadel. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that if this ship had a below-water citadel, it would be ridiculously overpowered because the gun-forward configuration in this game is just perfect. The only other way that this ship could get any more perfect is if they buffed the bow armor so that it couldn't be overmatched by 16-inch guns. He's dead before those get there. Yep. Why you use heal? Because I basically had nothing else to do. Missouri is worth the credits alone. Absolutely, I would agree. Missouri is a fantastic ship, and if you have the free XP, you'd be silly not to get it over the Nelson. The Nelson is great, don't get me wrong, but the Missouri just prints money like it's going out of style. That wasn't a bad game at all. Nelson minus Citadel equal Conqueror. Yeah, pretty much. Or something second reload, mini Atlanta. Yeah, no doubt. It's impressive how quickly things can go. Hey, look at that, we're at the top of our team. Okay, so we've got time. We're gonna run one more, and I haven't decided what it was going to be. I know everyone was asking for a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to pick. I don't know what I'm going to pick, but I'm going to pick. I lied, I know what I'm gonna pick. Want that? Oh, man. Get well soon, Zach. Flu is not fun. Let's, want gearing? What have we played tonight so far? I don't even remember what I've played tonight. Give me a second here. Log into Warships.today and that'll tell me what spread I've played and what battles. Okay, so we have played 4 battleships, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser. So we need another cruiser match. We'll break out the Cleveland and we'll finish it off with the Cleveland. Even in a win, you can still beat my score. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Henry IV. I don't have Henry IV yet. I haven't unlocked it. I've got it. I've got everything. I've got the Saint Louis unlocked, but I do not have the Henri unlocked. Can't relate for my Lion review. I saw you doing one more battle. Yeah. Yep, one more battle and then we'll call it quits. So hang tight with me. We got Cleveland here. You guys know how Cleveland battles usually go. It's usually a raffle stomp fest. I can't wait to get this captain up to 19 points because it's just going to be a riot. How to make candles? With wax and string. I don't know. It would be kind of fun to get adrenaline rush on Cleveland. Kind of bring back the good old days of Cleveland. I really want this ship in the line split, but I really want my Helena more. Helena just to me strikes me as being a very good ship for tier 7. That 15-gun broadside has the same shell weight. Actually, it has more shell weight, but same rounds a minute overall as the Cleveland does. The unnerfed Cleveland does 120 rounds a minute, if I remember correctly. Because the St. Louis, the Brooklyn and St. Louis class didn't have the same shell hoists. Flying is fun and I don't get focused as much as in Conquer. Yes, that would be nice. Zach says he can't even stay home tomorrow as my mom's getting surgery for stuff going on in the house. A lot of sleeping in class tomorrow. Well, my recommendation is your education is extremely important. And you would be crazy not to do your best to stay awake. I know it's difficult, but education is extremely important. I have been asked more than a couple times, actually, if there was one thing that I run into a lot with the people that I deal with in law enforcement, it would be people who need to... people whose education levels are lower. So doing well in school is extremely important, as lame as that is. But it's definitely a very big economic determiner. So if you don't do well in school, graduate from high school, maybe go to either tech school or to a college, that can be kind of hard on your future. Sorry for the cough there. Why am I in a cruiser leading... I'm not leading this charge. We're gonna wait for the Congo to catch up. Yep, I am a police officer. As everybody goes to the unsub button. Please don't, I promise you. I won't write you ticket. Pepsi Cola. And... Graf Spee. Oh boy. This could get ugly. No, this isn't going to be ugly. This is already ugly. Alright, Pepsi, that's enough of that. Trying to keep the hard stuff out, and here's this friggin' Pepsi Cola shooting at me. Ouch! Rude. While I appreciate the sentiment for the Blue Lives Matter stuff, I think that all lives matter. And I'm not opposed to the conversation of law enforcement's involvement in the deaths of people. I feel like not watching because he's a cop, but I'm bored, black, and worried now. Well, like I said, I'm not opposed to the idea that improvement needs to be made. So... handing out courtesy cards. Well, this is awkward. Quit dragging me forward. I think their whole team came this way. Pepsi Cola or Indianapolis? Is there really a choice there? The Indy is a much more versatile ship. Having radar is a massive advantage. I'm trying not to die. The focus is real, though. Finally, a fire. Man, that took way too long. Okay, New York. See if we can't continue on the trend here. I don't know what it was that got hit near me, but 11 hits? I actually hit with 12 hits in that salvo. Are you serious? Holy cow. Yeah, this is what happens when we don't have destroyers, you know, up here. Sorry that the sound cut out there. Had to go and change some editing here. Yeah, the Indy really does have some distinct advantages in game. I mean, never mind the real life advantages as well. I mean, Indy's advantage is the use of radar. It has basically the same guns, but only one less. So that's not really a huge change. It's still extremely vulnerable to basically everything. So that is not a change from the norm. I mean, it's basically all the same. I mean, that's just kind of what it is. Oh, well, we're beaching. Thankfully, we're beaching in a very tactical manner here, angled. Okay. Do you run IFHE? Yes, I run IFHE on my Cleveland. Very useful. I know some people recommend running Demo Expert. I don't see why the two are mutually exclusive at all, but IFHE is absolutely critical. And I'm glad that this Congo is not paying attention to me. Allows me to potentially get this kill, which would be fantastic. I don't think so. Battleship incoming! Yep, didn't think so. Okay, turn the rudder the other way, let's get her rolling. Okay! There's a Christmas party going on at school tomorrow, so nobody has work tomorrow. Okay, well, in that case, don't worry too much about it. Definitely take care of yourself, though. That means be better than Pensacola. Well, there's one thing I've learned about U.S. ships recently is it doesn't truthfully matter what order they came in. Sometimes ships of a later period were better in some ways. I did indeed pull a Notzer. Okay, mentioned cruiser balance being wonky. What lines, tier 10 cruisers, do you consider weaker? Absolutely consider the Des Moines to be a traditionally weaker ship than any of the other ones because of its shell arcs being a huge detractor from its capabilities. And I say situationally because the ship has very strong AP, no doubt, but at the end of the day, you also have to look at the ship other ways as well, and in 9 out of 10 matches, and in the tiers that it faces, it will be out in the open for so long that you might as well just write it off entirely. It gets real frustrating to play Des Moines consistently because of it. I thought I was watching Whiskey, not Notzer. It should be no surprise to anyone that sometimes people get a little heavily focused and involved in their rip that Omaha. Get a little heavily involved in their match and run into things like islands. They are sneaky, okay? I don't want to hear anything about it. They're sneaky. They just pop up on you. Big pieces of land, just poof, there they are. All joking aside, be safe on the streets. The world needs a lot of help. I would agree, and thank you very much for your well wishes. It's been 2017. I will not miss. It's been kind of a rough year. So my goal is always to be as fair as possible on the streets, and sometimes that's not possible, but I try my dangest to do it. So looks like this New Mexico is going to live long enough for my other salvo to get in and take care of him. Onto the hood. He's moving a little bit quicker. Yes, you gotta be careful with those islands, man. I'm telling you, they just pop up out of nowhere. They're extremely rude when they do it, too. Have I ever mentioned how much I love this ship? I love this ship a lot. I cannot wait for this ship to be unnerved. Which of the Omahas in-game do you like in order from most to least? Well, I like the... I don't like any of them much stronger than I like any of the others. It's an interesting ship, but you look at like Marblehead and the second hull upgrade for the Omaha, and it's basically the same ship. Murmansk is much stronger, at least objectively, but I don't know. Of them, I don't play any of them very often. I do have Marblehead. I do have Murmansk, but I don't play them very, very often. I much prefer Phoenix, believe it or not, to either of those two. I think its matchmaking spread is a lot better. So, yeah, I fully expect Cleveland to get longer range at tier 8 than it currently has. And it'll have access to the stealth module, which would be awesome. So, alright, well, that we're gonna call that a wrap for this stream. Thank you guys very much for coming along and watching. It's been like I said, it's been an absolute riot doing this stuff. And we'll go back to my stream schedule here so you guys can see the stream schedule. Again, our next one is going to be the 21st of December. That should be a Thursday. If you can't make it, that's fine. If you can, I hope to see you guys there. And I'm your Peacekeeper. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a good night.